What's going on, family and friends? Welcome back to My Thoughts Uncut. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. I am your host, Terrence Manning. We're going to talk about a mother receiving threats, text messages while at a school board meeting at her job. Let's take a look.
A New Jersey mother is accusing members of the school board she serves on of targeting her in a quote vile text scandal and is now speaking out to Fox Digital about the incident. Danielle Bellamo, who serves on the Marlboro Township Board of Education, shared screenshots of messages she says were sent by board members or their spouses. One provided to the New York Post reads, quote, "I swear she can't die soon enough," and quote, "I'm going to slaughter her now." The person who allegedly sent those messages also reportedly called Bellamo a lying word that we cannot say on television. He also is accused of writing, quote, "Mission is to just let her die by herself." LOL, these people are parents.
What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How old are you? You're at your job and you're texting these kind of things while at a meeting, a school board meeting. You are a member of a school board, and this is what you're talking about during a meeting while she's there. What are we doing in this world? What has society come to? I'm trying to grasp, why would the husband be involved in something so dumb and so female like? This is what females do. And you can say I'm sexist all you want, but guys aren't saying this to each other about another dude in a meeting. I mean, guys actually crack jokes in front of the person, but they're not talking about stuff like this. This guy is threatening to basically kill her and see her die, which is pretty extreme.
Parents who wrote this. A judge last week extended a protective order against that man. And that mom told Fox Digital, "When I read those words, she can't die soon enough, it stopped me in my tracks. I always knew there was disagreement politically, but I never really wrapped my head around the fact that they actually wanted me dead." The school board releasing a statement to Fox Digital, quote, "The Marlboro Township Public Schools takes the safety and security of all board members, staff, students, and families extremely seriously."
And here's another thing. How, as a parent, can you even feel safe having your kids go to that school? Why would I want my kid attending a school like that where the board members are speaking in such way, in such manner? Like this is just uncalled for. It's just petty, childish. They should be fired. And I'm glad she's suing, but they should let them go immediately. There is no room for things like this at a school. At a school, you're assuming that your kids are around decent human beings, and they're not thinking or speaking in this manner. This is just outrageous.
The administration has responded accordingly to Ms. Bellamo's concerns, including her expressions of feeling unsafe by working with the Marlboro Police Department. You know, Ainsley, as I'm reading how this affected this woman and her children, she says, "My son is almost a teenager. He used to go to places with his friends. Now he asks if someone is going to come to our house. My 8-year-old cries if she thinks I have a board meeting. My youngest keeps asking if I'm safe."
Oh my gosh. I mean, what is wrong with having a conservative on your school board?
Yeah.
Oh, because she's conservative. That's why you feel the way you feel. And this is what the left does. This is how liberals handle things. You don't agree with someone's political views, so you want them dead? You're wishing that they're dead? You're threatening them via text message, and you're doing it at a school board meeting. So not only you're dumb enough to do it while at work during a meeting, and someone snitched on you because she got the text messages. You think that this woman is not going to get paid? She just said her kids are terrified. That's it right there. The judge is signed, seal, delivered, gavel done. She's going to get paid, and I wouldn't even attend that school anymore. She needs to be at home, being paid, and then she finds another job somewhere else for a school board. But there's I wouldn't feel safe there. And even if I did feel safe, I'm not gonna tell them that. I'm gonna milk this. I'm gonna tell them I fear for my life. she needs to sue for as much money as possible, because who's to say one of them wouldn't act on what they're saying? All because she's conservative and she has different political beliefs and views. You want to just demean her as a human being, and you life is precious, and you want to see her die, knowing that she has 2 kids. This is just, I don't know what to say.
Heaven forbid.
Right.
We need a medley, or a, what's the word I'm looking for? A potpourri of opinions on our school boards, because they represent our students and our families, and we're all different. This lady needs to sue. She needs to go to the police. She needs to file a complaint. This is where you draw the line. We all believe in free speech, but when it's a danger or a threat, or you're threatening to kill someone because of their political beliefs, enough is enough. And if the school board or the superintendent, if they don't do anything about this, they're complicit.
Yeah,
Yes.
no doubt they've got to do something about it. I mean, Emily, some of these people, their parents, as I noted, and she said she was so disturbed because one of these texts was written allegedly in the meeting. So it's not even like you're a keyboard warrior, right, in your own mind, sitting behind in some like dark room writing this. Like, you're looking at the woman as you're writing out some of these messages.
Yeah, I think I'm nauseated in this moment. Like, reading it, it's nauseating to me how cavalier people can be with life or death. It just makes me sick to my stomach. And the callousness and the psychopathic like emotion that you have to fire those off and think it's funny, to do it for, I am sure, the dopamine hit of the respondee, the other school board member being like, haha, laughing it or whatever, like that it revolts me. I wish the school board, or the statement that you read, I wish that had been a little more emphatic and say we unequivocally condemn the vile nature of these violent text messages. Everyone has been removed. Everyone be expelled. And the thing is, as we know, like, whatever you are as a parent, your children absorb. And even if you try to hide it from them. So her children are absolutely traumatized. You read specifically that they know about it, but that is horrific for them to feel in fear for their mother's life. And to your point,
And that is true, because you're spewing such hate that your kids are going to see that, whether by your actions or by your words. Kids absorb everything. And you may think you've having a grown up and adult conversation amongst yourselves, but kids pay attention. They listen, they eavesdrop. So you want your kid growing up thinking it's okay for wanting people to die because they have different views than you, because they don't agree with you. If that's the case, no one in the world would be alive. Because if you feel like that about anyone who disagrees with you politically or just disagrees with you, then what is this world going to come to?
for what? So there's the death penalty for being a conservative on a school board.
Yeah, like,
And she was being brave. She actually was doing what so many people don't want to do, because everyone says, which I despise when they say that, well, you get who you vote for. A lot of it is because really great people don't run because they don't feel safe, or they feel it's futile. And this is an example of that. So I hope that now there is criminal liability and penalty for all of those individuals. And by the way, if she hadn't been able to have Fox Digital on her side, would we even know about it?
nope. Because the liberal media ain't going to cover this. They're not going to talk about this, especially if it's a conservative that's that's having these death threats and text messages about them. I guarantee if she would have sent it to CNN or ABC or MSNBC, or maybe even TMZ may not cover it because they're very liberal. But it's a good thing she sent it to Fox, because they're going to cover stuff like this. And people need to know that this is happening to conservatives. Conservatives get the brunt of it all the time. It's like we can't have basic 80-20 views, common sense views. It's really 95% common sense versus the left, because the majority of the conservatives are pretty much, it's just common sense things. And for her to have to go through that, to be at work where you're not going to think that you're having death threats or people talking about fantasizing you dying at work, at a school board meeting, just all because you're conservative. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you agree with this mother filing a lawsuit against the school board, and do you agree with the actual school board members actually texting what they did. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Peace.